Katos, hello. Thank you for being here. Shabali Monastery banned out by Wasp. No burning the timer here. Exactly what they did not want to play. Hey, man, you know what? That's one thing about not being adhered to the meta. That was a Busan ban out there in the beginning. All right. There's your plethora of bans coming through from Ereus and your one ban from Wasp. Let's get this invite. Make sure teams aren't waiting on me. Let's see, Wasp will be starting on the left-hand side. Cool, cool, cool. All right. That brings us to your map pool for... Get that out there. Map pool for today. Oasis, Kings Row, Runa Sapi, New Junk City, and Watchpoint Gibraltar. Chosen by Wasp, if we do indeed need that map 5. Hey, neither of our matches yesterday were 3-0s. Can we keep that trend going? I think that's a good trend.
5, 4,
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
So they got Ilpi's server, apparently, and Soggy is playing on Massive Pink, which is exactly what the entire 25-minute delay was to avoid. And there you go. And Soggy's the first to die. All right, let me come in on a Junker Queen. Nope, he's gonna swap over to a Diva. And that may honestly be ping related. That could be a thing where it's just don't quite have the accuracy of the Jagged Blade is so important. Also, maybe just to help peel from Ostrix, but you would think that they know what to expect here, seeing Ostrix and Gertmeister in the lineup. As Gucci comes in and fights first blood here in this second fight. Looks like, ooh, Gurk is able to find a little revenge. Zalba is dueling it out down low. What a Bionade that landed onto Hev. Oh, that's a big Bionade land. Soggy's in trouble. Good disengage. Everybody from Ereus just kind of groups up on that corner. Now they're going in with a nano onto Soggy. Oh, fairly early. Beats KDM to theirs. Oh, beautiful triple in the corner. Oh, and Soggy unleashing some of that frustration onto the back line of Wasp Odo. All right, we're going to start to get into an old fight here. Fight number 3. With Ereus in control, Mine's going to be the first unleashed on the point. I don't know why I used that word twice in a row. I can find a better word than that. Whoops. Let me not able to get back and mech immediately on Mine, taking him down after the self-destruct is thrown out. And 3 ult use, 2 ult use. Wasp skip the control back. Neither team able to hold on to the objective so far earlier in this first round. Ooh. Soggy just gets a touch above the tree line and eats a bullet from KDM. And it's just that extra 75 damage is enough for Ostrix to get the final blow. Now Ereus playing without a DPS player, and so far they're just kind of taking it slow on this approach. We have Rally and Duke to work with. Tire out of the window. Going in the back, finds Alba. Never mind about that Rally. Chaba has to use the nade on themselves. One good sleep, but now you don't have anything for Hev. Ostrix wakes up and gets the kill. Backline overwhelmed. Wasp at 87%. Gucci needs to stay alive long enough to get a touch here. Alright. Unfortunately, it looks like Wasp kind of gave up on that pursuit just for the moment. There's the touch. There's the stick. It gets pushed off. The shield drop is good out of Ilpi. Rally now in from Alba, trying to get Ereus onto this point. Headed into the back line. Lumi will eat his sleep. And you still have Gurk on that outside, putting in a ton of damage. Saki trying to come in on the side. Will duplicate the Ana to try to get to that back line, but immediately eats a nade. Returns the favor. Sweeps the Brig. Tries to get Ostrix out of ball. He's almost got the bonus nano. He's going to throw that onto Lumi. Lumi gets an extra nano in this fight. Well, gets a nano in this fight, and there's not an on the table. You take that. Ereus take control. When the going gets tough, the Ereus kick ass. I mean, that's basically just finding the tenacity in that one. Gucci escorted in by Alba's rally. This is the same spot where Ostrix found a pick on Asagi last time. I think I was hoping to find Sagi lurking. Sagi is staying more towards the middle section. Meanwhile, mine's over the high ground. It's going to make that area a little bit difficult. What's going on out here? Lumi's in a bit of trouble. A bit of a 1v4. Drops in a high self-destruct over the top. Gotta watch out for tire. Oh, Gucci gets caught without recall, I'm guessing. Sagi with 5 health just barely makes it onto the Mega, but Wasp have control of the objective. Lumi's moved back on in the point, and Chaba's making their way back in here to try to provide a little assistance with this orbital ray. Woo, just get Sagi topped up and keep them in this fight. Ostrix heads out towards the back exit. Looks like the rest of Wasp are going to go ahead and back away as well. We'll head to one final fight. Just a quick rotation out to main. Let's check in on Hev. Where you at, bud? Right in the middle. Gets stunned, pulse bomb eaten up. The 1-for-1 trade, Gucci for KDM. Ostrix goes in, rally is out here from Alba. Alba looking to make sure they can fend off aggression from both sides. Ends up just stuck in a corner. Where's the rest of the team? Lumi back, trying to deal with Gurk. Ends up demeched and destroyed. And Wasp win the fight on all fronts.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round.
I said that Ereus were probably the favorites coming into this matchup. They find themselves already down. Sticking with the same composition, heading into round 2. Ostrix actually going over to Ereus. We do see this from time to time. This isn't as unusual as I might have, make it out to be. Saying that all you'll ever see from Ostrix is Wrecking Ball. This isn't the first time we've seen the Ostrix Ereus, but it's on very particular maps in University. Certainly one of those where even Ostrix is not going to try to make ball work. I've seen him play ball on this map. I swear I've seen him play ball on this map, but not against this team, not against this diva. Speaking of Lumi, taking a lot of damage from all fronts, able to just kind of spin around. Oh, the dodge on the torpedoes. Lumi, the anchor is good enough for first control. And now it's up. Ereus has options to come back in, aggressive when they want. Good focus fire into the back line. Some torpedoes combined with some stickies. It's a nasty little duo. Nasty little combo. Sagi's going to throw a volley of them onto Ostrix as well. Ereus not only got first control, but looks like they're winning out this fight to boot. Oh, come on. Gucci already pushing into the back line. Orbital Ray now coming out over the point. Rally in. Hev trying to circle around. Self-destruct thrown out from Lumi. I was able to keep... Oh, Helvet Babe and Ostrix sneaks in a shot from the front line. Lumi barely able to get back in mech and not for very long. Gucci does return fire onto one. Chaba tried to stay alive through the mess of it all, but even with the Spade Ring, they're hunting down. Sagi's going to go ahead and invest the duplicate here. Try to build up a little bit more percentage on the board, but This will eventually be Wasp's objective. Heavy investment. I mean, that's a 4-ult fight there from Ereus. And all Wasp spent was rally. So, I mean, despite being 81-0 before they finally flipped the point, Wasp are in a really good position here to start stacking ultimates. Important picks with a Pulse Bomb or a Riptire could win a fight. And then, you know, the Orbital Ray combined with Terra Surge, which looks like we're about to see. As Ostrix goes giving chase. Little ring around the rosy. The pulse lands. Ooh, Alba holds. The shield holds. The rally stands tall. Now the terrorist is thrown in. Alba can't duck around the corner in time and does take a good chunk of damage from that. The tire in the hallway gets the D-Mech. And Wasp have to spin, but they do win the fight. But they're not able to layer them is what would have been ideal. Swinging the macro back into Ereus' favor despite them losing this engagement. Not by much, but, I mean, Orbital counts for a lot here. Like, I think if like macro, it's almost like you could assign, like, a point value to ultimates. With Pulse Bomb being a very small point value and Orbital Ray probably being the highest point value in the game right now. Versus Rally. There's also the idea you end that rally so early, even if you're able to kill the Juno, the Orbital Ray will persist. Which often is the case. You see Junos die very... not more often than not, but a lot of the times. Trying to cast the Orbital Ray. Choppa stays perfect in this one. As does Ereus. A flawless fight. And their 2-to-1 odds work in their favor. In more ways than one, I suppose. A duplicate from Soggy momentarily. They're on the back of that point. Heaven's going to go and drop into Pulse. Didn't see where that landed. It's just like a battle in the hallway here. Self-destruct used. Lumi's able to pick up LP through that. That got a little wild. Sorry, y'all. That was kind of cool. Rally here in this 99-99 situation. Once again, Ereus come out on top, and all 5 players alive and well. We're headed to round 3. We're going to finish this one in City Center. Which you could bet your bottom dollar. And we're going to see that Wrecking Ball again. This is a great Wrecking Ball mount. Okay, I'll be very surprised if yeah, there we go. I was gonna say. Ostrix, don't make a fool out of me. If I love playing Wrecking Ball on this map, I know you do. I've seen you do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture.
And of course, if there was one of the rounds that you would bet on Ereus to win, it would be the close quarters matchup that is University. Spreading out all over the place in this kind of a setup is really where Ostrix, KDM, and Hev can combine with the nades into the pile drive and kind of all just spring on you from all directions. Of course, while taking damage from the spam of Gurkmeister the whole time. But Gucci is giving chase here. Has kept Ostrix at least marked and has kept him, you know, fairly low on health until they have to just completely back up to the rest of their team. And then here comes Ereus in with the pounce once that happens. A pick on the back of those stickies there from Soggy, and Ostrix has 3 people chasing him down. The folks who are not quite going to finish him off is the adaptive shields. Will help Ostrix to find safety once again, but now Wasp are player down and the caps start to come through. Hev is towing the line on the edge, doesn't move in time to prevent the cap. Of course, the circle is a little bit in from those stairs. Gucci gets a pick. Getting the first ult here at the server, and what a great pulse right out of the gate. That's a very fast pulse bomb and gets the value out of it. Gucci having a fantastic opening fight and a half here. Kind of felt like two fights wrapped into one, didn't it? If that's the case, then both fights are heading in Ereus' favor. All right, ball back. I think trying to prevent Soggy from coming in. Gucci is just staying on him like a bad smell. Gucci now looping in from the top. Put some eyes onto Ilpi. That was a nano boost thrown onto Ostrix. They're looking to go back into the middle, but Soggy's got your back line. Soggy has Gurk and KDM down. Alba is missing out of this fight. Could find, Chaba a little vulnerable, but Ereus still find themselves in control. Both of the objective and of the map itself. As you can see, they're able to run Ostrix off of this high ground. Everybody's back. 4 ults. Coming up on 5 here for Ereus. Ostrix with mines. Trying to set up on the high ground. At least scare everybody away. Give them a nice little staging area. But Lumi's already moved in. BAP? A BAP duplicate coming in from Soggy as KDM made that swap after the last death on the Ana. Choppa does go down to the back, but Gucci's able to move and find a little bit of revenge. 90% in counting here for Ereus, as they seem to have this one on lock. All right, rally up. Ostrix with mines going into the orbital ray. Everybody flies forward. KDM is down. Ilpi is down. No supports left here for Wasp. Oh no. Can the tire get it done? Absolutely. Well, can get Soggy at the very least. That will take care of Lumi. You still have Gucci to deal with on this point. Pulse bomb in hand. Chaba's in the back to give them that extra little sustain, and they need it through this duel. Recall already used. Chaba goes down. Gucci no longer has that safety net. Has to use their own recall, speaking of. Gonna back out, relinquish control? No, gonna go die on point. Oop, chandelier routine over the top from Ostrix. This kind of control is nuts. Love the patience, goes into the back. Once Soggy knows how much damage I'll put, how much of a threat that gamer is. Giving chase on the outside. Hev now has a speed ring to work with. Goes straight for Chaba with it. Lumi is staying on him. Sticking with the PL, able to stick with Ostrix as well. But overextends, finds themselves demeched and delete it by the pile drive. Soggy hanging on top. Did they not see Soggy? They did not see Soggy. Whoop. KDM saw Soggy. Good dive in. Alba falls. Gucci grabbed the Mega, but rotates back with the rest of the team as they fight their way out of spawn. And then it allows Lumi to go get some space to kind of protect against that door. Gucci escorts Alba up into the fight. Now a very spread out approach. Soggy, take it down before they can pull the trigger on their attack. Mines all over the backfield and Wasp all over Lumi. Just backing away as quickly as possible with an orbital ray thrown into the mix. Now Choppa's going to return with one of their own. See if they can counterpunch or a quick kill onto Ilby, but Hev lands the stick. Rally to try to go save Lumi there in the back. Lumi is able to get back in mech with the help of that, but now Alba's under a bit of pressure in their own right. The flip does come through while Wasp is out dealing with that, but a tire takes Lumi out of mech. Ostrix rotating on point. Lumi is in pilot form. Duplicate here out of Soggy into the Junkrat. We've seen so many different duplicates out of Soggy here in this map. A lot of fun to watch, but not anything done with that one. Lumi is destroyed. It's up to Soggy here to try to anchor this point. And what is another 99-99 fight here on Oasis? With that pick, there's it. Nobody else to hold. Wasp will take map 1. What was one of the longest control maps we have had yet here in Season 3. Man, that one absolutely went the distance. Take a look at some stats. I anticipate these are going to be pretty even. I mean, that felt like as close as a control map could get. Gucci leading the server in damage. Not one of your tanks, but Gucci. And they're in the, I guess, in the tracer role. Almost leading in elims as well. Lumi actually gets the lead in elims. Ostrix only dying 3 times, and that's including one of those sub-maps on the Ereus. Impressive round all around. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Midtown banned out for map number 2. I think they're trying to get a server swap to make sure. Try to ensure they can end up on a server that's favorable to everybody. It does look like we have Escanor subbing in the hit scan role here for Ereus. So despite being your server leader in damage with over 17k, Gucci is headed to the bench. We bring out a little more range here as we head into map number 2. There it is, King's Row. We are map here for map 2. Here we can go here. You can see the lineups. We are getting QRXU subbing in as well as we get ready to head into King's Row. So, no more Junkrat, no Kirkmeister. Head into Kings. This was Ereus' map pick. And I know they were pushing to try to get... trying to get on better servers. All right, let's get into it. And everybody's saying normal ping now. So maybe we'll get a little bit more, I don't know, less shenanigans? We'll see. Hey, either way, we're going to have a lot of fun. QRXU is, in fact, in. Ostrix. All right, Ereus starting on the defense. Escanor coming in on the Pharah. QRXU looking for that initial shot. Rank 12. Rank 12, says Ostrix. You heard it here first. Rank 12. All right, Escanor playing out of the far window. Lumi helping on the top. Who's holding Hotel? No anchor in Hotel at the moment. Chaba, everybody staying on the high ground. Lumi does move down as Ostrix has rotated towards the back. Still have QRXU has stuck with this Widowmaker, by the way. Let's go check in on this. Putting lines down towards that top window. Puts a body shot in. Meanwhile, Ostrix has found a D-Mech. Escanor takes down Hev down low. The rest of Ereus does converge. Protect Hotel are now trying to push through. Go into the back. Oh, the sleep out of KDM. Escanor had him down, had KDM so low. One more, doesn't even need a direct, just one more rocket at their feet would have been the end of the Yana. Instead, KDM turns around, gets the sleep, gets the kill onto the Lumi's pilot form, gets the kill onto Alba. A fight absolutely on a knife's edge. Long distance poke here, trying to catch Escanor or anybody else who's out of position. Ereus so far not giving him anything. There goes Ostrix into the back with the mines. Oh, ends up slept. Mines have separated. Yeah, Alba ends up caught in a corner against one. There's still two players out front. I think both DPS are still stuck out front. And Escanor is going to get popped. Hev comes up with that pick. Lumi forced to go in, eats a purple. At least gets KDM in the meantime. He's going to try to get back in mech. Can't quite do it. A little bit of stall out on cart. When we begin to roll through King's Row. Let me chasing QRQ out of that high ground. QRQ's just going to rotate around to this left-hand side. Ooh. Puts a couple shots in. Meanwhile, Nano Boost ready to go. Never mind. You will get no chance to use that Nano Boost. And there's a Justice thrown in onto the Wrecking Ball. I had ego. Ostrix was nothing but a shadow flying over the rooftops. They're still a little bit ahead of the rest of the team. Just under 3 minutes on the clock here for the most difficult fight to win. For the attackers, oh, great sleep out of Chaba. Here comes Escanor in for the help. The purple lands. Ostrix does a little loop-de-loo and is right on out of there. But we're going to get a Nano Boost onto that far to come try to follow up. Great sleep, QRXU. The Electric Cowboy, after making a swap, immediately gets a boost. Trying to follow up on that pile drive. Can't get Chaba out of the sky. Now under a bit of pressure, but grabs the Mega just as the purple fades. Still, the defense continues to pursue here. Soggy and Lumi chasing out whoever they can. Ostrix just waiting back here in the back, trying to hunt down Chaba with some mines. Oh, get Alba as well. Yeah, gets the AJ onto the rally. Ostrix eats his sleep. Escanor is taking a lot of damage here, though. Can't quite jump in to help out. Ostrix is able to wake up. That's a self-destruct, fishing for a couple of kills. As this cart inches closer to the cap. Defense running out of options, running out of reinforcements. Soggy kind of stuck behind the pub. Here comes Escanor trying to loop around and catch up with Lumi. Lumi holding the line as Alba returns on a Lucio. Wasp easily handle it. Oh, the little duck around. That was cool. I think that was to avoid a sleep dart. Or just to get behind him. Just those slick little moves. You can really see the expertise of the Wrecking Ball here out of Ostrix. He's going to pull out his chandelier routine. You can see Alba looking for it. There's a drop in from Ostrix. Hev trying to come combo with it. And Wasp have Ereus sort of just kind of pinned in here on their back spawn side. Carts turn the final corner. Lumion gets the nano to try to force their way out. Fight their way out, if you would. Deadeye in from QRXU. Look like a little bit of a boop there to force the defense matrix out of the LOS. Yeah, Lumi's just going to go ride that momentum, try to rotate back around. Everybody else hides throughout that Deadeye. Lumi makes it out over the top. Escanor gets a pick. His defense looks like it's going to stabilize. And some smart movement, some smart rotation. QRXU returns on the Widowmaker. Mine's ready to go. Matrix thrown from the high ground. Escanor, tried to barrage on top of it, but the coverage is there from QRXU. Now moved up into the window. Meanwhile, let's go check in on Hev and the rest. Back down on the point. There's a self-destruct and a wrecking ball alongside Hev and Soggy. That's Escanor making a swap. I hear that sniper shot coming from the back. Whoop. Ostrix had a present for you. Pile drive down and in on to Chaba. Here comes the rally to bail him out. Pulse bomb in from Soggy. Here goes nothing, unfortunately gets nothing. Soggy still has Hev behind him. Is just fitting off everybody's dancing around. Eventually smashed down. Up to Alba to try to come anchor for as long as possible. QRXU with 2 kills in the back of that fight. 3 points on the board. 35 seconds here for Wasp 09.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
KDM moving over to an AR here, heading into this defensive hold to accompany the Juno. The Juno has slotted well here into what Wasp likes to play, and we've seen KDM. This is the third flex support we've seen out of KDM here in 2 maps. So the Ana, the Bat, actually 4th. Did we see the break too? Typically, I think of KDM as being as mostly using the Ana, but the Yari is definitely an interesting wrinkle here to try to provide some extra poke damage. But Lumi's already kind of made their way up and start working to systematically get them off that high ground. Meanwhile, Ostrix has moved in to try to just disrupt everybody trying to play around Statue. Interrupt the rotation, keep the backline from having as good an effect, perhaps, but that's going to be a nade going in. Soggy goes down. Here comes Hev. Try to... Oop, let's get some Hev pop. Lumi's low. Not going to make it back out. Defense will win this first fight. Woo. Beautiful cleanup on the back of that, too. Not letting Ereus stabilize. We're getting the call out on the AR. Oh, ooh. Has to use the full, accidentally fireballed there, so it doesn't get the 1 second grapple. But still in a position, put some pressure onto Escanor. Almost said Soggy, because I was used to seeing Soggy on the Echo, but no. Escanor coming in, pick up the flying heroes here for map 2. Fall under a bit of pressure. Lumi's moved up to the high ground. when they're dueling it out here with QRXU. Meanwhile, Hev sticks the shield of Alba, but it looks like that backline holding for now. Alba drops down to the point. As Hev expresses their frustration at Alba's ability to deflect pulse bombs away. Orbital Ray thrown in. Lumi's got a nano boost headed up to the top window. Just circles back around. Anti-nade lands onto LP. What a great focused attack down onto the support. Trying to see if they can get the speed, some of the healing out from this comp. The sustain definitely limited with KDM now taken down. Mine's on the point trying to buy time here from Ostrix. Escanor had to use a duplicate in the midst of that. Gets overwhelmed inside Hotel. QRXU has rejoined the fight here. Lands the flashbang. Saga gets the recall in. Rally out from Alba. Now up on this point, trying to take what they can. One tick. Just out of reach. Finally picked up here from Ereus. All right, Wrecking Ball stall. Hev pushed through in Hotel. Both trying to converge onto Alba. Hev now has Pulse ready to go. Oh, Escanor puts him down. I believe that was a captive son I heard coming in out of KDM. Heard, not seen. It's a hell of a stall there out of Wasp. Oh no. But that's the 2.5 added to the time bank, and the EMP's starting to get on the road. Flank from Ilpi up top. Yeah, pretty indicative of an attack coming in. Lumi is able to move up and handle that, but Choppa's still low in the back, so it ends up being a trade on the Junos and just turns into a bloodbath here in front of the point A checkpoint. Ilpi gets, or Ostrix gets away. Escanor momentarily giving chase, but Lumi's going to use this opportunity to try to push in on some squishies in the back. Got a bit of a duel between Sogni and Hev inside. Meanwhile, good little stall and good disengage out of Wasp. Nobody falls during that orbital raid. Like, the streets were cleared, but for a moment. And now Wasp has come back to take it over with their own orbital raid. Lumi ends up in the middle of everybody. The Pulse lands onto QRXU. Oh, but the Pulse also does enough damage to get the D-Mac. Self-destruct will get Lumi back into that Mac. Did you both stick me? Is that a double stick from Escanor and Sagi? That's too funny. I didn't catch that. Ow. That one's gonna hurt. That one's gonna leave a mark. All right, 1 minute to go. Alright, I was trying to pop the rally, see if they can find a vulnerable QRXU. Everybody from Wasp just swarms them, though, and the rally just ends up falling on deaf ears, essentially. Nice move from Lumi. Gets that pick on the QRXU. Sagi finds LP in the back. Would love to get this kill on the Hev. Snags the Mega, so they don't have to use their recall. Forces Hev into an unfavorable situation. Hey, that was quite the boop. Mons, Deadeye, Ant Matrix. Wasp want to hold this here and now. Zoggy gets the dash onto the point. Does hit a mine along the way. So, Ereus fighting from a player down here. The Ant Matrix does fade. Now comes the orbital ray over the top, try to seal the deal here for Ereus. Some Escanor Pop. We're getting close to this duplicate. Could be just what the doctor ordered for Ereus to find the second point on the board. Still stalking with a recall out from ahead. Immortality field already used. Orbital ray in over the top, and it's going to be the duplicate onto the cast, but immediately taken out. Lumi is going to get demexed. Will not find their way back in. Wasp hold the line and move up to 2-0 in the series.
Play of the game.
No one can resist my spell.
QRXU on the back of that attack there. Get y'all some stats. Show me some stats. Escan Warrior damage leader there in the sky, but I mean QRXU, Ostrix both with over 13k. Lumen's right in that same number. Right in that 13-3. Look how close these three were in damage. Same with Hev and Soggy as well. Soggy pulling out the tracer on that one. And then Hev and Soggy were within, you know, a few hundred of each other, within 400 points of damage to each other. Whew. But the deaths is the big difference maker, right? Like that where you can really tell the focus from Wasp on point. They're able to get the elims. They don't die as often despite damage being quite equal down the board. All right. Coliseum banned out here for map number 3. Gucci coming back in for Ereus. QRXU is staying in here for Wasp. All right, let's get into Rusapi. Gee heck, FBS, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here. Cannot enjoy some Tuesday Overwatch. We've got your Season 2 expert champions. Uh-oh. Up 2-0 over Ereus. Apparently they're on the wrong servers again, which is unfortunate for our two players playing out of Singapore. Most unfortunate. All right, Drunken Queen composition. Gucci here on the Cassidy. See, Ilbu is kind of hanging out away from the team, but they end up using a speed ring just for their own disengage. And Wasp kind of falling back a little bit here, giving up a lot of space on this initial fight. Q actually fall back into the room, eats the knife. Ooh, manages to avoid the axe with the coach gun. Meanwhile, Ostrix and Gucci both come up with a kill apiece, but it's Waspo No who are down their support. Ostrix trying to play a little bot shenanigans just to see if they can disrupt the battlefield here a little bit. Buy some space. The rest of Wasp move up, and Hev's able to take advantage of that. Hev moves up, gets 2 as a matter of fact. Is low. Soggy giving chase. Soggy comes up with that kill. Has Chaba in there as well. Excuse me. Has KDM in there as well. Ooh, pressure is on though. Overextending to try to find that pick. Both Soggy and Chaba go down. The 2 players remaining. Red jerseys. Wasp in control. At least for a moment. Oh, the pulse from the inside. I'm trying to figure out where everybody was on this retake. It was 3 up front here for Ereus as Lumi was trying to push, but Wasp are so spread out. It felt like Ereus wasn't quite sure whether they wanted to continue to push in or not. And then it's time for, oh, come on. I want to see the Nano Ostrix. But it's time for Heaven to land that stick. Checkpoint picked up here for Wasp Ono. Bob and Mines thrown into the mix. Oh, and Lumi swinging wide gets D-Mac trying to protect the rest of the team. Oh, look how far back Ostrix and Hev are able to push. Oops. I was trying to go to Ostrix Pop once again. And of course, it clipped like through the wall. No, not on the player right in front of me. Here comes the orbital ray from both of our teams. Ostrix dropping into the back line. Chaba was in a bit of trouble, but heals up, able to stay in their own beam, but only momentarily. She goes down before able to pull the trigger on the ult. Oh, and Ostrix is just thriving in the small room. I say that, Libby comes up with a good pair of kills on the back of this fight. Finding KDM, and Ostrix and Hev end up low. So the sustain is there. Good tenacity out of Ereus as Libby kind of beats them at their own game. Gucci on fire, getting pursued by a wrecking ball, stuck by a pulse bomb. Oh, no shot to use that dead eye. Ostrix going to chase down Chopper, who's not barely able to make it around that corner just by a pixel. Women not able to trade back this time. Wasp will get control. Minimal meterage on the board here for Sagia and the rest of Ereus. Multiple boops in from Ostrix, but you know what? A lot of sustain here. Alba and Chava looking out for each other. Close spawns regained here from Wasp Ono. Alright, Gucci's gone over to a Sojourn. Everybody just playing right up the gut here. Nobody's trying to take window. Nobody wants to get separated and or isolated, particularly with Mines up. Mines dropping the back. Everybody seems to successfully push forward here for Ereus. Libby, where are you at over here, bud? The fast play working out there for Ereus. They're able to speed past the mines, kind of get past the ambush that Wasp had set up for him on that one. Oh. Early death on Noguchi. That's not what you want if you're an Ereus fan. Trade back is there. It's a 3v3 left on this point. Have recall back. Let me using that Fitz make sure to protect Chaba through it. So what do you got? All right, that's, I mean, orbital ray thrown in. Disengage here from Ereus, trying to regroup as their teammates return into this fight. Chaba's gonna counterpunch with an orbital ray of their own, and Soggy comes with a pair of kills. Not to mention the eat onto the pulse bomb. Soggy with a 3-piece in that fight. And a great little ebb and flow out of Ereus as they fade back from the big haymaker and respond in kind. This is looking to be the checkpoint here for Ereus, and this map, I mean, this map will swing faster than any other push map, I feel like. KDM with that pulse could just throw it on Ostrich down low here. And I threw it on the Hev, actually, is what I was thinking. Yeah, Gucci is forced back amidst their own overclock. Not able to get anything done with it, and Lumi is down. So, a great little ambush. All right. It doesn't look like much has changed as far as the meterage at the top of the screen. A little extra for Wasp, as a matter of fact. We get back in the rhythm here with 45 seconds to go. Soggy comes up with a two-piece. Oh, gets both supports. Soggy doing it again. Soggy with another three-piece in this fight. Trying to make it 4 here if they can get Ostrix on the way out. Yep, and it just crashed again. Oh no. I am so sorry. I'm guessing that was the series. Well, let's go check. Do we put that third point on the board? We do. We do. God, sorry that Overwatch just crashed twice in a row there on the back of Winasapi. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I'll have to see if I can get that fixed. Like, I'm gonna have to go see if there's some sort of AMD driver updates or something going on. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, y'all. But hey, what a showing out of Wasp. No, you know, we came in. I was thinking Ereus would have the edge in this one. Ereus has been looking really, really tight, really solid. But I mean, you know what? Wasp take it all the day. And I mean, yeah, there were some ping issues that affected Ereus more than they affected Wasp. But even on the map when they got, you know, they got the proper servers and you weren't dealing with ping issues, Wasp were staying on top. It's their unusual style prevailing here in this one today. So